Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel if y'all are new here. My name is Cassandra, I'm the witch, author, and poet of Magic of Eden. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. If y'all are returning, hey family, welcome back to our sacred garden. I'm always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence. We have a reading that we're going to be doing, and this is going to serve as just our daily message. And the reason why we're doing this is because I felt called to just give a reading for us to see what the energy is and to see what encouraging messages that spirit has for us right now. So that's essentially what we're going to be getting into. I don't know about y'all, but I feel very in my divine feminine. I had yet another breakthrough in my own personal life, and I am not tussling with these transits. However, I am surrendering to it all. And I hope that this finds you in a space where you are also learning to surrender and lean on your divine feminine and be open to the gifts and the love that the universe has to give to you right now in this moment. And also, moving forward into your life and whatnot. And thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Thank you so much for coming onto my channel, for still being here. I know that the internet, well, not the internet, but I know that YouTube and other social media platforms right now it's kind of weird. It's kind of like breaking down, and, things are just being, I want to say revamped, but at the same time, things are just kind of crumbling and taking twists and turns, and things are just kind of being figured out and whatnot. So that's just kind of where we're at right now. So anyways, I hope that you guys find what you need in this reading. I hope that you decide to open up your heart to the messages that spirit has for you right now. I set the intention that you feel safe, that you feel secure, that you feel loved, and that you also feel warm and safe in this space that I have created for y'all. And I am still in the process of creating this space, or actually like expanding this space, I should say, for our collective. We're going to go ahead and get started. The first card to come out actually was the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is usually that energy of feeling defensive, being on the fence about something, and also feeling excuse me, y'all. It's usually a card that indicates that someone is on the fence about something. I'm seeing somebody flip a coin is what I'm actually getting. Like someone's like flipping a coin. Someone's like tossing, it's like heads or tails. Is this yes? Is this no? Like, what is this? The second card to come out looks to be the Five of Swords in reverse. And it looks like we also have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And I also just heard that someone is like weighing options right now. Like someone's trying to like get some things figured out. This to me feels like someone definitely is on the fence about something. They're not sure whether or not they want to invest in something or not. They feel like they are not sure whether or not this is going, they're not sure if this is going to actually last. What I'm feeling is that someone in the past has been down this road before, and they're wondering if this is going to play out the same. Spirit, can you please give us clarity on that? Okay, there's a clarity that we need. We have the World card here that is coming out. And we have the Death card here that's coming out. Okay, so essentially what this feels like is this is giving me the energy or the vibe of, listen, I've been down this road before. I'm almost kind of hearing like an expectation. I'm almost kind of hearing like there's something that someone is like not wanting to do. And there's something that someone feels. It's like they feel like they're under pressure to make things change. They feel like they're just under this type of pressure. But I feel like there could be something that someone isn't saying out loud. I feel like with the World card coming out here and the Death card here, this is definitely you moving on to something different. Well, it could be something different. It could be a different job, a different relationship, or it could be whatever this different is, like different ways of making money. Like just apply different here. But what this also does feel like is that there's something that you guys are starting to really get into. This Seven of Wands here, to me, Spirit, can you go ahead and do me a favor? Sorry about that, you guys. Can you please tell me more about the Seven of Wands? The Empress card and the Four of Wands. So the fact that we have the Empress card here and the Four of Wands, to clarify, this Seven of Wands is that to this person's core, they just simply want to be happy. They just simply want for things to flow. They want things to move. They want to present something. They want to burst something. They want for things to be in equilibrium. They want things to be in equilibrium. They want things to be just to, like, baseline, just happiness. Like, that's just simply what they want. Like, they want to feel safe. They want to feel like they're in a space where they could just simply be and exist. But the thing is, though, is that they feel like there's something that is constantly coming at them, and they're not really sure how to deal with that. Because I feel like this person or you may feel like you have to actually exit in order to make things better, in order to make things right. What I do feel here is that there is a major transformation going on in your own life. How you approach things, how, the boundaries you set, and how you teach people to respect you. It's like everything is changing, from how you show yourself, from how you speak. Like, everything is changing. And the reason why these things are changing is because you're moving into a direction where you're going to start being seen more out, like, in the world, right? And I feel like with the World card here, this is Spirit's green light saying, make the changes now. Because if you make the changes now and you start to speak up and you start to share your light and you start to really not move from a space of defensiveness, but simply be open and just be firm and rooted and safe in your own femininity, is when you can decide to move forward. Is when you not even just decide to move forward, but that's when you'll know that, okay, this is definitely time for me to go on now. I feel like with this Five of Swords this is a Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. I feel like there might have been, like, I'm hearing discombobulation, or some type of foundation was, like, uprooted, and the uprooting of this foundation was exactly what was needed to make things change. If you are currently in a relationship and you are deciding to stay in the relationship, I no longer see you guys moving and operating in a certain way anymore. I see you guys doing something very different. I'm seeing that someone has become illuminated and they're starting to see things, like, they're starting to see things for what they are. They've recognized their role. They recognize the things that they've done. And now it's time to simply transition and move on. There's something that is definitely worth being explored here, but I also feel like this next chapter, you're moving on with more wisdom. I do not see you operating and moving from a certain way anymore. In fact, what I do see is as a result of you calling something into question. Judgment card isn't here, but that's what it feels like. I feel like as a result of you doing that, you're now in a space where you can start to really not hope, but you can start to see the changes, and you'll start to see those changes. I'm hearing that it's going to be in, like, the shortest amount of time. It's going to be in a short amount of time. I almost feels like this feels like a very dramatic shift overnight is what it feels like. Or it just feels like something very dramatic. Like, this Death card here is bringing me to something, like, it just was so unexpected. The Tower card is not here, but I feel the Tower card's energy. Now, I want to bring something to your awareness. Whenever I see cards in reverse, I don't always read them in reverse. I just simply read the card as it is, right? The fact that we have a Five of Swords here in reverse, and the fact that we have a Ten of Pentacles in reverse here, to me, this is all about coming to a realization of, like, all right, this is what I contributed. This is where I could have done better. This is the reason why I was deciding to walk away. But now I see that what really needed to be seen was something within me that was actually dying off, or something in me that was being transformed, right? And I feel like everyone is understanding their role now. Like, everybody now has a clear understanding of their role. They have a clear understanding as to what they're going to contribute. And if this is not in your current reality, this is what you can expect in the future. Like, this is one of those vibes where it's like, all right, I know what a happy home looks like now. I know now what a happy job looks like. I know what it looks like to me. And now I'm ready to make this shift and make this move in order to get things rolling again. I feel like this is some type of, someone is changing, someone is transitioning, and they're really understanding their role now. Like Ace of Cups is here. I just heard that no love was lost. Justice card is here. Ace of Swords is here. So the fact that we have these cards now, I feel like things are definitely being made right. The fact that the Ace of Swords is here, I'm telling you, I really feel like it was some type of realization. Like with the Ace of Swords, it's like this divine truth that someone is realizing that they simply just could not shake. It's like, this was a divine truth. I can't deny this. I couldn't deny this even if I could, because the proof is there. And I feel like this transition and what you'll be getting yourself into is a space where you can be, where you can thrive, where you can exist, where things are safe. I feel like now you're going to start, you're going to be in a space where, or in a relationship or in a job or whatever it may be for you. I feel like you're now in a space where you can fully be in your full heart. Like you can be in your heart space. Like the lighter parts of you are now going to start shining and coming through and thriving. Like you are going to start thriving, but you had to go through this first. I feel like you were backed up against the wall, but now you're in a space where, you know what, it's like you stood your ground. And as a result of you standing your ground, you doing that and you setting the boundary and you standing in your ground is actually what helped you to make the change and make the shift. I feel like someone may have done something to you where you felt defensive because they were coming at you with like a lot of heat, and they're realizing, it's like, I realize that I've done this, but I'm no longer in a space where I want to do that, because I see how much I can see and feel my contribution to that. I feel like Divine Feminine in this instance was not realizing the power that they were holding, but now they're realizing, okay, I know that if I step into my divine femininity, that I can help these things run more smoothly. I feel that way, and I owe it to you to be in my heart space. And to be honest with you, it's like, it's not the fact that we owe anybody anything, right? Because really, what do we owe anybody, right? It's not the fact that we owe anyone anything. It's just to say that we know where we can do better. And I feel like this, in this instance, someone is doing better. Someone is going to do better. I don't see this Death card as pressure anymore. In fact, I see this, what Spirit is saying, is like as a doorway. Like light is entering into this space now. Like I feel like things are they're going to get better. Like I don't see anything negative with this reading at all. Okay, that was a lot. The Lovers is here. This is a lot of energy. A lot of things you guys had to change. Take your time with this new change, with this new shift. It has not been easy. Give yourself time and give yourself and the other person grace. Give yourself time and give yourself grace. I feel like not the best reward, but I feel like the best thing that you can do for yourself and for others around you is to be a leader in your own way, but also the word is respect. Like the word is respect, like the baseline respect. But also being aware of the words you're using. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of what you're choosing to do. Spirit is asking for you to choose to take your time. The best thing that you can possibly give yourself and anyone else right now, what I'm hearing is like reassurance, but also the reassurance comes in the action. It's not just about you saying, I'm going to do better. It's also about you actually doing better. Like this is definitely bringing me to relationships. I'm feeling heavily like it's going to take time for this relationship to rebuild and to recalibrate. It's going to take time because there's still some things that need airing out and need clearing out. But I feel like you're no longer in a space where you have to feel so defensive about it, and you're no longer being against the wall. I feel like the fact that I saw that someone flipping a coin, it's like, do I stay, do I go, is it heads or tails? But it's like, no matter what you're trying to flip, what is it that you feel? Because you can try to flip a coin and have that coin make a decision for you. But even if you were to do that, is that truly what you're wanting? Like, take a step back from trying to flip the coin and ask yourself, what do I really want? Because what Spirit doesn't want you to do is, Spirit does not want you to manipulate the coin, right? Because what you're really wanting, right, is for you to pick heads. I really want heads because I want to get ahead in life. I want this to be it. Like, I want this thing. And so you don't want to move around or manipulate the environment or manipulate the coin, all for you to choose heads or for you for it to be heads. If anything, just simply say what you want it to be. And then the universe will move according with that, but only if the energies are willing to work with each other. I feel like there definitely is something that is coming back together. I feel like the fact that we have the Lovers card here, these opposites that you guys are, whether it be you and a coworker or you and whoever the person may be, this does feel relationship oriented, and it's okay that it is. I know that I don't talk a lot about relationships on my channel, but it is what it is. This feels like relationship. You guys, someone is like a divine feminine and someone is a divine masculine, and they're learning how to come together with their opposites and make the other work. And it feels like it works. And even though it doesn't make sense, like it may not make sense in astrology, it may not make sense in like on paper, but we have to understand that what is around us, whether it be astrology or whatever, yeah, we may feel that things are set in stone, but at the same time, it's a potential. Things don't have to always go that way, and we only know so much information as as human beings, right? Or as spiritual beings having human experience. We only know so much, but we can be open to the different things and like different levels of understanding. These two lovebirds here is what I want to call them, lovebirds. These two lovebirds are understanding the power of being unique, but also being unique for each other. This does feel like it feels like a love reading, and I'm just going to be okay with the fact that it does feel that way. I feel like your relationship is getting better. I don't want to give you false hope. At first, this card was coming up in reverse here. For some of you guys, you're choosing to walk away, and it's okay that you do, but you're just not choosing to walk away on bad terms. You're realizing things that have happened, that have come to pass, and you're realizing what you really do want, and it's okay that you are. I feel like for some of you, you were on the verge of breaking up of like a family of some sort, or this is bringing me to someone that has like one child or like two children. Like, I'm not seeing any more than like one or two children. Like, I'm seeing you have a couple of kids, and what you're trying not to do is make it work solely for the kids. Like, does that make sense? I feel like you guys are actually saying, you know what, I know what I truly really do want, but I also want to say too is that for some of y'all, it feels like the ending of your current, if you are in a relationship and you are still deciding to be together, I don't see your relationship ever being the same again. Like, it just does not feel the same. And I feel like you guys are coming to terms with that. The Justice card here is like, you know what? This is what I contributed. This is what I did. I could have been more in my heart space, but I wasn't. But now I am. And I don't know why I feel like this person is like trying to like, or these people are trying, they want you. I don't know why I want to say they want you back, but of course they would, because look at you, right? And not look at you, but like, just look at who you are is what I mean. Like, look at who you are. Like, of course they would. You know what I mean? And I feel like with this Emperor here, this divine masculine is willing to put in the work. This divine feminine is willing to put in the work. And the fact that they're both willing to put in the work, they can make it work. And it works because they're choosing to. I feel like with these two brilliant beasts here, it's like one is like very, very mighty, and the other one is like, okay, I'm just chilling. I'm chilling in the wind. I'm feeling it. I'm grazing. I'm in a flower field. I've got the whole land. I'm connected to nature. Like, I'm just so connected. I feel good, right? And funny enough is that this is actually connects to Venus. Funny enough, it would. And then this Emperor here, this gorilla, it's like, I'm the leader here. I know what I'm doing. I beat my chest, but I know what I'm doing. I'm strategic. Like, what is there for me to fear? Like, I am the most dangerous thing in this jungle. Like, I'm the most dangerous. I'm up there. I'm stuttering right now. I'm sorry, you guys. Y'all know what happens when I stutter. I'm going to leave that in there. That was a flaw, but I'm going to leave it in there. It is what it is. But it's like, I'm up there. I'm smart. I've got two sets of hands. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? And I feel like with this, there's confidence. With this, there is confidence that I have everything that I need. I have plenty, as you can see. Are those, it looks like some type of fruit. I know those are bananas. I don't know what other type of fruits those are, but it's like I've got everything that I need. I got my staff. Like, I'm ahead of this clan. I'm ahead of this group, right? Or whatever you want to call it. And I've also got something in my hand which looks like a coconut. I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. Forgive me, you guys. I'm not trying to come off as ignorant, but it's like, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I've got experience. I'm experienced now, and like I'm learning. I've learned from my past mistakes. At one point, I was not as mature, but now I'm mature. And sometimes growth does happen overnight. I know I can hear people saying, Cass, yeah, right. No, it doesn't. Like, nothing ever happens overnight. Well, you know, sometimes they do. Like, sometimes all it takes is you, like a mindset. Some people go vegan overnight. Some people give up vegan food overnight. And it's quick. Like, it comes in like lightning. Like, I'm seeing lightning for whatever reason. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what your oracle cards have to say. Let's check to see oracle. Let me know how you guys are liking this angle. Okay, we've got the wolf. We've got family here. I just heard a family that prays together stays together. What this means is that a family that puts spirit first will always be a family that thrives, right? But also, there's also the element of like you allowing yourself to have room to grow. Okay? Not the funny thing, but what we have here is like, oh my goodness, look, miracle, family miracles and knowledge. You may think that you're going to break up or not be together, but the fact that you have the miracle card here is that miracles to me, and when you think about it from like a logical perspective, I can't believe that I left a card here. What card was that? Prosperity. We're going to leave that down. A miracle to me is something that has the potential to manifest, that does manifest, but we didn't think that it had the power to. Like, we think in our heads logically, okay, this could never work. But then it does work and you're like, oh my God, it's a miracle. Well, is it a miracle, or did you just not expand your mind enough? Right? Like, were you just too close off? Like, you know what I mean? It's not to say that, you know, we're ignorant or dumb or anything like that. It's just to say that we just at times feel that we know what we know, and we don't. And it's okay that we don't. We're learning. The fact that we have growth here at the very bottom of this deck, I feel like this is one of those things where Spirit is saying is that I want you to learn from your past mistakes, and I want you to grow. I want you to keep going. I want you to be in your heart space. I want you to show your heart. I want you to pour love into yourself, but also give that love to others, because that's the best thing you can do right now. You being honest and you loving is what's going to help. And you can make the choice and you can choose to not allow this, or you can say, I put my pride aside and I'm going to go with it. I'm going to do my part. Like, I feel like people are learning how to do their parts. Like, I feel like the word is harmonious. You want to be harmonious. You want to be in a moment or in a space where everyone works together. Venusian energy all the way. Like, Venusian vibes is like coming through like real hard. And I feel like the reason why is because Venusian energy, or Venus, has everything to do with balance and harmony. And for the sake of others. Also, and for the self. Also, what I'm hearing is that what kind of art can you add to this? What can you add? Where is the art in this? Where is the beauty in this? And that is how you can progress and move forward. So this flipping a coin thing here, it's like heads or tails. But at the same time, what is it that I'm not saying that I really do want, though? Like, does that make sense? Whether I choose heads or tails, there is truly what I want. And you have to allow yourself room to grow and be a vibrational match to what you want. Does that make sense? I feel like this is a very rare relationship. You may have met in like a really rare and like divine way, and it's like only you two could have like met this way, like no one else. That's a part of your story. Spirit says that success is yours. Okay, something is coming through here. We have now is a lucky time, and then we also have be here now. These are the two cards that came out. Okay, I'm not liking the lighting here, so let me... Okay. Okay, yeah, I can't do... That's the window. It's going to be fine. Anyways, so it says be here now, and like now is a lucky time. This, to me, is one of those things where it's like, right now is like the best time. And the reason why now is the best time, even if you may not feel like now is the best time, it is. And the reason why is because you are right in the middle of change. Like, everything is changing. since our last reading, things have changed. And I feel like right now, Spirit is trying to get your attention. Spirit has been trying to get your attention through numbers. And Spirit is raising your awareness through numerology for some of you. It's through songs, through images, and things of that nature. What else do we have here? See the big picture. Dream the world into being is also here. You have nothing is wasted. And you also have time to heal. The funny thing is that you have the vulture twice. This thing that you have, this relationship, is not to go to waste. It's not, Spirit is saying, like, don't let this, everything that you've learned and everything that you have done go to waste. Because if you were to walk away now, it's not to say that it will all be for nothing. It will be to say that it will be a sad loss because you can do better. And we know that you can do better. We see you, we watch you, right? And we can't intervene because if we do that, then, well, it would be going against, order, law and order, right? It would be us going against that. And we would never impede on your ability to choose, right? We would never impede on your ability to do and to act. And we would never get into your human affairs anyway, not unless you invited us in and you needed help and you asked for it, right? Then we would intervene because you are inviting us in. That's why it's important for you to invite us in your space. Funny that we're talking this way because this is what I feel like your guides are telling you. That was so specific for someone. Okay. We're going to go ahead and move forward. Okay, so dream the world into being here. See the big picture. This is bringing me to the world card. The Spirit is wanting you to get out of your limited way of thinking, respectfully. And I don't mean to say that in like a bad way. I'm just saying it because like that's what the truth is. Like that's just a divine truth. Spirit is wanting you to get out of your own way and to expand your horizons. Like get out of this one space. Think about the broader picture. Jupiter energy here. I feel like Spirit is asking for you to broaden your mind, to broaden your horizon. Truly, this giraffe see the big picture. This seeing the big picture also looks like you seeing things from a higher perspective. Some of you guys have not been walking in your light, and the reason is because you've been so far into the mundane. But I want to remind you that you are not a mundane individual. If you are here on this channel, it's because you are magical, and you are a very magical and mysterious being. Like I serve people who are in tune with nature, who are in tune with the universe, who are in tune with themselves, and or they're learning how to become more in tune because they've been awakened, they've been hearing the call. So, wow, okay. Change is always good. Here we go. So I feel like with what's coming out now, again, Spirit is saying, like, I want you to get outside of your head and I want you to think of things from a higher perspective. Funny that that's coming through because look at this. Like, if you look at the world card here, you can see this, what is that, like an island or something like that? It looks like an island, but you're looking at it from high up above. So when you look at things from like a higher perspective, what really can you see? You can see everything for what it is. That means getting out of this situation and above it so that you can see more, okay? You do have change is always good. Actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself. Works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. Tally ho, the universe. I love that because Spirit is saying that I love you for who you are, and try not to change the person by telling them who you feel they should be for you, or I feel like if you were this way, I wouldn't be this way. It's like, no, babe, take responsibility. You don't have to be this way you're choosing to be. And I feel like I know that that's coming off like I'm being insensitive. I just feel so comfortable being honest with you guys. Like, I just feel comfortable being real. Like, I feel comfortable telling you guys what the truth is. Like, the truth is that you can change. You're choosing not to because you feel like you're right and you're valid. And I feel like while your feelings are valid, you also, Justice card here, you also have to understand that there are things that you are also contributing to this. So you have to be willing and aware. You have to be aware and willing to make the necessary changes. And if you decide to make the changes, then things will be a lot more favorable for you. They absolutely will be. So when Spirit is saying to be here right now, what Spirit is saying is that I want you to really be in the moment, and I want you to think about what you're doing. I want you to think about what you're saying. I want you to think about the words that you use. You know what to do. And this is something that you've been guided to do for the longest time now. Earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. To be honest with you, I feel like you guys had a really rocky start and things were very, 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 very intense, but things are getting better. For some of you, you guys are definitely choosing to walk away. For others of you, you are choosing to make it work. Just take what resonates and leave what does not resonate. All right? It's not as if you need anyone. For as long as you wish, okay, let me put this over here. For as long as you wish to keep them in your life, whoever they may be, understanding them as opposed to changing them will wildly improve the chances that they'll wish to keep you in their life. On the other hand, you're pretty much stuck with me. Oh wow, and how I love you, the universe. So what this is basically saying is that you're not meant to try to get people to conform to you. Funny thing is that I saw the Hierophant card, but it didn't come out, right? It's not about you trying to conform someone to you or your idea of what they should be for you. If anything, it's about you being aware of the things that you need to change in order to make things work. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. At least you changed. At least you did what you needed to do. At least you bettered yourself. If the other person is choosing not to better themselves, well, then you know what to do. Then you doing that and them being that way is all the proof and the reassurance you need. Does that make sense? I feel like I hope that I'm not coming off as harsh or abrasive with this. I'm just giving you the truth. I'm hoping the best for you always, of course. And then it says, you know what to do. And then it says, in all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than for your heart to catch up with your mind. A whole lot. Not that I don't love your mind, the universe. Funny that this is bringing me to the Ace of Cups. And I feel like you know what to do, meaning, to me, it's not even just about you leading or going with your heart. It's about you following your intuition. Because your intuition will always lead you to the right reasoning. Always. It will never fail you. If you are going with intuition, then you have made the quote-unquote correct choice. And I say that because your intuition is superior. It's supreme. We can always find a reason for something, but your intuition will never lie. All right, last cards we have here. Things are about to get really juicy. Yeah, things are definitely about to hit the fan. Oh my God, be true to yourself and honor that self. I love that because this is Spirit's way of saying like, all right, I want you to remember how extraordinarily unique you are. And I want you to remember that the more that you are in your authentic energy and your authentic self, you will always attract the right people. You will always attract the right partner. You will always do that. I want you to honor yourself. Honor yourself also means honoring your journey. Things are about to get really juicy. You're about to be, Spirit is saying that I want you to be excited because there's so much to be excited for. A little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really good souls. I'm sorry, I can't see that. Yeah, afflicts all really good souls. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. See, you're not strange. Love the universe. It's hard for me to read because of the angle I'm at, you guys. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, so yeah, things are about to get really juicy. I feel like this is pointing me to this Ace of Cups. If you continue to give from the heart, you will realize that it's about giving from the heart, and it's been about that the whole time. We think that we want to receive, but how much are we giving? What are we giving? It's not even just about how much, it's what are we giving? What is the quality of what we're giving? Because sometimes you can put in so little, but that little will make a big impact because what you are contributing. Does that make sense? It's almost kind of like you giving someone $21 bills, but then you hand them one $100 bill. And it's like, which one you think they're going to take? That one 100 or those 21s? Like, does that make sense? And that's what I feel. But anyways, I hope that this reading made sense. I hope that you got what you needed out of it. Thank you all so much for spending time with me and for hanging out with me today. I'm glad to have you as a part of our Eden Family Soul Tribe. If there's anything you need from me, please feel free to visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. You can also follow along with me over at Magical Eden on Instagram. I love you so much. And also, one last thing, remember to take time out, remember to rest, and remember, give yourself and others a big bear hug. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all later.